That makes every moment of the day supercharged with meaning. That's how, because if everything that you're doing every day is related to the highest possible aim that you can conceptualize, well, that's the very definition of the meaning that would sustain you in your life.
Really, the secret to all learning and the secret to all study, it's so simple. You want to know the secret? It's really this. Learning equals repetition. It's just repetition. That's all learning is. People think that, well, oh, I'm not as smart as this guy. I'm not as smart as that guy. There's little smarts that are actually required for learning. Learning is really dumb. Learning is just repetition. Brute force repetition. Again and again and again and again and again. If you repeat something enough times, your brain is going to learn it no matter what, even if you're the worst student. This was the key thing that I discovered. Early in 10th grade, I discovered this, right when my results just totally skyrocketed with my grades and my studying habits and everything. Because I discovered really this one secret to all of learning. It's just repetition. I literally discovered that my brain can learn anything. I can memorize anything, any quantity of things, any complexity of things I can memorize just through study. And now, study is not something that you just do to memorize stuff. So it's not about memorization. To me, I don't really care about memorizing things. That's not important. But what is important is, first of all, you are tested on a lot of memorization skills in school, so that's just part of the school system, as imperfect as it is. So that will help you with getting amazing grades. But also, when you do repeat stuff over and over and over again, what happens is that, yes, you memorize stuff, but also you get these deeper interconnections. Your mind starts connecting the dots, and it does all this stuff mostly unconsciously. You're not consciously sitting there and coming up with really like crafty, clever techniques and ideas. What's happening is that you're just immersing yourself in the field of study, and you're repeating things again and again and again and again and again, and your mind just can't help making those interconnections for you, and that process is actually really enjoyable.
You can be a history maker, or you can be liked by everyone around you. You can't be both. I mean, the very nature of living your personal greatness and doing something otherworldly in our world of ours means you're going to have to think differently from the majority. You're going to have to install the habits and routines that most people don't do. You're going to have to live, talk, breathe, walk, work, produce, create in a way that most people who are card-carrying members of the cult of mediocrity just don't buy into. I mean, you look at most people out on the world today, and this is not judging, this is just reporting. But they're addicted to entertainment, they love gossiping, they're negative, they're toxic. Anyone who wants to do anything great, they want to bring them down, they dismiss the game changers, and they're just coasting through life. And so the very nature of you stepping up your game, living your greatest potential, owning your craft, dominating your field, and living a life that's legendary means you're going to have to leave the 5% and make a decision to live as very few people do. And what does that mean? It means you're going to be laughed at. It means you're going to be ridiculed. It means you're going to be misunderstood because leadership is a lonely sport.
Well, first of all, I prioritize sleep. And that means saying no to things you want to do. It's not easy.
No is hard. I think the hardest thing. Yeah.
Last night, Sheryl Sandberg interviewed me at the San Francisco Symphony Hall. And then I had to sign books. And I would have loved to go and have dinner with her. But I went to bed. And enjoying it. And I'm 100% present. I'm not tired. And I hate being tired more than I hate anything.
I honestly believe that if you're focused and passionate and driven, you can achieve anything you want to achieve in life. Because I believe that. Because you'll figure
Now I'm at dinner and they just gave me a free dessert. Is it okay for me to have a small portion? Because that takes a lot of mental energy to process. As draconian as this might feel and sound at first, it actually creates a tremendous amount of freedom in your own life to spend your
work. I don't believe in, I hate lazy people, I hate laziness. Actually, people that come around, it's just up to you to stick with it. I think the problem is a lot of people just give up because it's so difficult. You know, you want to go and, you know, it's like you got bills to pay, you can't keep on going to the studio, you got to do this. So a lot of people just give up, but I just didn't. I just kept working.
The thing that I have always told my students and my clients is to start with a small win. Begin with something small. So worry about counting calories. Don't worry about complex workout ideas. Don't worry about add to your success, because getting up and walking fresh air and exercise is going to support you in losing weight. But we all know that there's far more factors.
Highest willpower, your brain is refreshed, glucose stores are pretty good even though you've been fasting.
About the results that you want.
More tired.
Care about your outcome, about your result is so powerful, and it is enacted when you allow yourself to care about that result.
To see LeBron James, who's like a mega superstar over here and a phenomenal.
To be where you want to be, to do what you want to do.
People who discourage us. You know, the people that you have in your life who...
I will show you, I will turn your I can't, I will never, I won't, it's impossible.
You can hold it in your hand.
If you want to reach the pinnacle of that,
Success is not a straight line. It's crooked, it's down in a valley, it's back up over a mountain. I bet you that you have failed more times than anyone in this room.
Absolutely.
You know, don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and rearrange.
I'm always the best. I'm always going to say that.
Don't